8:06. We are Island Tea, brought to you live on winmediaskn.com. And we once again want to apologize to all listeners as we are going through some challenges with our transmitter sites. We're going to be we should be having those back up very, very soon. So in the meantime, listen to us on winmediaskn.com. And of course, when we do video streams like this show, Island Tea, you can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And in addition, we are live on Channel 40 on cable TV. That's TVC Channel 40. So you know what to do. Hi, Kay. What's up?
I'm good, thanks. Good morning to one and all. You know, I got to say good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, to all our listeners, to all our subscribers, to the international regional diaspora. Good morning, Miss Henry. I have to give Miss Henry a special shout out since Miss Henry said I didn't include her on the Monday shout out. So good morning, Miss Henry. I hope you woke up on the right side of the bed, and even if you didn't wake up on the right, even if you were on the left, I hope you'll make it right today. So have a great day, Miss Henry, and all our other listeners.
You better know the Outrage Industrial Complex takes notes. I think these people sit down with a notepad and write down all your slights and offenses. You know?
Oh boy.
Clearly, Miss Henry's on that list.
Miss Henry's gonna get to you now.
Miss
Henry's gonna give you some lashes. She's definitely gonna give you some lashes. Hi to Diana H and Diana L. Thanks for listening as well. Mario over there in Nevis, good morning.
And so it's 8 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we are settling into another hump day. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday already.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, times are going.
One thing, it's hurricane season, and you would notice I sent you this thing last night.
Yeah, with the tropical storms. I was looking at it,
I must say, it's a little encouraging but I just think that we should still, given that the meteorologists are not God, these hurricanes can just change their minds in a dime. Oh, okay, these weather systems, because they're not hurricanes yet, and they could just decide to confound the computer models and just do what they want to do. So I just thought it would be nice if everyone took note of these this coming week. So where is it? Okay, here we go. This was from Loop. I saw this last night, so I thought it would be nice to apprise everyone. So they've got a total of 3 tropical waves coming this direction. Just to summarize, it says that the third one, I think, is not something they think. They said it's too disorganized to probably cause any problems. The other one, I think they said they're going to keep an eye, but they were saying, okay, let me see. What was the first one? What does it say about the first one? Forecasters predict that environmental conditions may become slightly more favorable for development this week. And this is referring to the first disturbance. It's located in the far eastern Atlantic and is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. The National Hurricane Center warns that this system may bring locally heavy rains and gusty winds to portions of the Cabo Verde Islands, that's Cape Verde, within the next day or two. Okay, so that's Cape Verde, so doesn't seem like we have to worry about that. It actually says the chances of formation are currently 10%, low, very low, over the next 48 hours, but increase to medium 40% over the next 7 days. Okay, 40% is nothing to sneeze at. Meanwhile, in the Caribbean Sea, another tropical wave is causing disorganized showers and thunderstorms over Hispaniola and parts of the Caribbean, Central Caribbean. So I guess that one is much further north, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, the third system under observation is positioned approximately midway between the west coast of Africa and the Les Antilles. This tropical wave is also producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and some slow development is possible over the next couple of days as it moves west-northwestward. However, by the end of the week, environmental conditions are expected to become unfavorable for additional development. So thank God for that. Yep. So I just thought I'd mention it, even though we may not have to worry about those 3 systems. So
but I see we have although we may have a heat wave, and my cousin in the UK sent me.
We already have a heat wave.
Well,
is it going to get worse?
It's going to get
Oh my God.
Harder.
How is that possible?
I don't know. And then my cousin in the UK, she's already sad because the weather is expected to plummet. So I'm expecting over here to get
Cold?
a
It's
mixture
gonna get
of
cold?
cold and hot. So, guys, let's prepare for the season. Stock up on your setamals and your things. And, remember old salt water. You drink your salt water, your warm salt water, you gargle, not drink it, gargle, sorry. And you take your Ferrol and everything else, keep yourself healthy. Take your vitamin C's as well. Get your exercise.
You are so old school.
Yeah. And drink your bush tea. How about that? I forgot the bush tea. The lemongrass tea.
Yeah, I had some this morning.
Oh, you had lemongrass?
Not
'Cause I was
lemongrass,
telling
just tea, green tea.
Oh, well, I'm having some cappuccino. I think I had tea already. I had the Lipton tea bag this morning. The tea bags don't taste like the tea bags of old. You remember when when your parents give you tea bag long time, how strong it was? And it was thick and it had this robust flavor. Now it's like it doesn't. Good morning,
put it in less.
Oh, good morning, caller. You're live on Island Tea.
Present teacher.
Hi, brother Culture. How are you?
Great, man. I'm here listening to two great teachers.
I was just about to go get my rule and ask, where's culture?
You're gonna beat me on my fingernail,
Lord.
No, the tush, not fingernail, tush.
Okay. If me here ain't comb and they're dirty,
Oh, Lord.
you can knock me on the knuckle with the ruler.
Oh, Lord.
Let me start here first. Yesterday I was listening to a program concerning national security with the crime that is going on in our federation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why is it when some people in a top key position, they don't speak exactly how things are. Now, if I supposed to be on the bench on the police station, that means some of my liberty has been taken away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just go out in the street and walk, say, going there, I'm going there. No, I got to sit down right there until they release me. So if I walk out, unknown to the police didn't give me no permission to come out.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call it? It's an escape.
Yeah, because you didn't ask permission to leave, because you no longer can leave on your own.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear them talking foolishness that crime is on the down low, the downtrodden going on. Crime going on where? Not even in the sea where the fishes are. Crime going on out there.
So them boys behaving bad out there too? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now look at the kind of killing, whether they want to call it bookward or whatever. Look at the kind of murders we had for the past 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Look how they come behind one another. 1 to 3.
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna say crime is on the down.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, people, man. I must be truthful. Stop hiding and covering on the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. The criminals them want to hear that. And then the next thing now I hear something on the news this morning. I hear so about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, I'm gonna listen for more talks on this beside the sidewalk talks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna listen in the street. And hear the nonsense. In spite of what's going on these times here, people can't even sit down on a popular road with a tray and sell sugar cake and pinchy.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be robbed. They're going to move National Bank branch out of the Pelican Mall and carry it up Boardwalk. Up board who? That can make it more difficult for people to get to the bank to draw their money.
I don't know if they changed their minds, but the first, before it was even officially reported, I was told that they had considered moving it, but then they had decided to keep the branch at Pelican Mall. So you're saying they're moving it. I know that there's going to be one at Birdrock, but I thought they were also going to keep the one at... So you're saying that has changed? Or
they're closing out the one in Pelican Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to Boardwalk. But
why though?
I'm going to tell you, a black board and a yellow breast board pick me on both ears.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell me it is a big kickback for a supporter because the supporter rented his house to them. So that's where they're going to put the bank of Boardwalk. That's a kickback, a political kickback. That means foolishness. You got to try and keep people and financial institution as much as possible and more visible that people can see what's going on. You can't just run in a place so with a crowd of people go rob and think people ain't gonna see you. Why they moving it out the density city with people? Don't go up there.
Yeah, because it was always
what happened over Saddlers a couple of years ago.
Right. I guess the thinking could be that.
I'm trying to figure out
the
why
thinking could be that in terms of positioning, you already have the branch in Bastia, so you move.
But on days both branches are packed, jam, so even outside the door.
That's true,
Right.
but look at it this way. You have I mean, let's be fair. And no, I'm not carrying any water for the bank, but I'm just looking at it logically, right? You have the branch up West Square Street. Okay, it has a lot of ATMs. Okay, it's big floor space, right? And that one was just down the road, right?
Yeah.
You can argue that the one in Burdock provides, as a branch, provides better positioning in terms of, well, the other one is just down the road.
Yeah.
Now remember, that's the main branch, and the other one is just down the road. Yeah, sure, it was fine, it was convenient, but maybe in their minds, having one at Burdock makes more sense because one,
To
there's
serve
parking.
serve who?
I'm going to show you something.
There's parking.
We got to look at
It might
we got
work.
to look at the trend of crime we're going on right now. Look at the amount of business places.
So you say putting it in Birdrock, Mr. Culture, is gonna is creating a target for the bank to be robbed.
Yes.
But here's what I'm thinking
That's the
though.
way I see it, and others could say the same thing.
In
Okay.
terms of
Because it is further away from
The watchful eye.
a lot of people
Yeah.
observing.
but
the
I think
potential pull up. Look what they do with Rams up Boardwalk some time ago.
Yeah.
After they deal with Rams down by camps, they went up Boardwalk and they make everybody up there lie down for
But I don't
behind
think,
it.
but culture, I don't think it necessarily follows that just because it's just birthday. I mean, so all the KFC and everybody should close down then. I mean, it doesn't follow logically that just because the bank is up there that they're necessarily more prone to robberies.
What?
I mean, it's no more, no less. But I'm sure they're gonna take the appropriate measures. And also, the other thing, I guess the point I was trying to make is, in terms of the walk-in customer balance, you could argue that it's best to have, okay, you have the main branch where parking is not necessarily an issue because presumably you're already in town, you're going to go to the bank, right? And then you have the one at Burdock, which presumably will provide parking. So if you want to drive and you want to go to the bank or you don't want to go down to town, you can argue that, I'm not saying it's a perfect scenario, but what I was told originally weeks ago when I heard about it was that they were thinking of closing a branch in the Pelican Mall, and then they were dissuaded, and that apparently, I don't know if I was told that they had changed their minds, so maybe they changed their minds back.
But
It could be cost. You have to look at cost as well.
You said it because what happened to the people who come from down in the west? They got to pay transportation again to go up there. When they jump out the bus down by the bus terminal, they just walk up and go either in the branch or the main one up there.
Yes, but you signed up for the job. This is par for the course. I mean, come on, you can't argue
You're
that.
looking at one thing, you know.
No, I'm not looking at one thing. I mean, we have this kind of, I don't know, we have this.
Jam stuff. I don't care what we got. They don't have no way to carry a bank out of town on the outside like that.
I don't think Kay agrees with me.
No, because I don't take the bank out of town.
No,
Yeah, that's Jam says.
The population is greater.
Yeah.
Don't get it up there.
Yeah, I agree with him somewhat. We have more watchful eyes down here, and only the people that have vehicles can get up there to jam, sir.
Okay, then I'm gonna let somebody else
Yeah,
come in.
but
All right,
Thank
brother
you very
Culture.
But
Thank
I thought
you.
that was
Okay
one.
then.
I thought
Okay.
that was one of the. To me, that's one of the good things.
Yeah,
so you
but
have
on
a mix.
Fridays when all the factory workers come down, the construction workers come down, and all the other workers come down, expecting to either go at one, the bigger one is going to have more strain now or more customers, and
And it's actually
people are going to
more.
get fussy.
It's actually just as optimally placed for the factory workers. They'll probably just walk up there. So things might balance out.
Do you know where exactly it's going to be?
I think it's that building above Hobson Enterprises. You know, this is a modern building.
I'm trying to remember.
You know,
You mean where Kortensia is? No, Hobson. That's too far.
Yeah, on the right. Kortensia. Oh no. Oh,
That's too
Kortensia.
far.
I was thinking about for some reason I'm thinking about food. When you said Kortensia, you know what I was thinking about?
No.
That walk place.
No,
What's
not
it called?
Walk Nation.
It's on the other side of the walk place. Yeah, rabid me.
See, somebody else
Call
said,
her.
I
Call
don't know if moving the bank to Bird Rock is the best idea. However, when you consider the amount of factory workers in the industrial site, maybe the demographic of persons that go to the Pelican Mall consists of persons more so from the industrial site. So, yeah.
And I still think parking would be better in that region. Not, yeah, it would be a lot better. It probably could be better because there's a lot of empty land. Let's hope they got smart maybe and lease some of the empty lots for parking and so on. Caller, go ahead.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
Sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, thank you, my name present.
Okay,
You're
good.
welcome.
Okay, I put away the ruler.
You lucky me and give you no ruler. You lucky that might have been a maths genius today.
Oh,
my God.
Lord.
Now, let's say for Monday the 9th. Now, my concern has to do with access. The Pelican Mall afforded people in wheelchairs with mobility problems to get access. So I hope that the new location will provide it, because the way the bank on is situated, you can't go in there if you're in wheelchair.
You mean the main branch? So maybe that's something the main branch can look at, being inclusive.
That is why they had down the Pelican Mall. Are they going to leave? I suppose they're going to move the ATM from down there too. The people at the industrial site use the ATM by TDC,
Yeah, because that one,
That's where they do
you're
their
right.
business.
They normally have a long queue when Friday comes, Miss Henry. You are correct.
Right, 'cause industrial site people and TDC
Yeah.
workers and so.
Yeah.
But you seem to be on this side. By going over there?
Say that
From
again.
WOK, I think it's from WOK, something like that.
Yeah, on the right side.
What is WOK?
Oh, it's a restaurant.
Walk Nation.
Yeah, walk something. Yeah.
I think Walk Nation is moving to Frigate Bay, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fixing up where Pizza Boys used to be and turning it into Walk Nation, because Pizza Boys is now with the other establishments on
I
that side.
want to hear from them. What provisions have they made for the disabled? We keep getting
Well, it's a new
same
building.
treatment.
It's a new
Same
building, so
treatment. New buildings go down and no access.
let's hope that was provided for in that building, because
Well,
that
they
would,
must let us know, eh?
yeah, that would certainly provide.
We will pick it them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would certainly
No,
provide
because no, there are
more
some
reason
banks-
for
If it's the
criticism.
You
building
can't
that
go
I'm
back
thinking
way.
about, I think
A number
there
of
is access.
banks you can't go in.
So maybe that
You
was part
can't
of the thinking.
actually,
If so,
the disabled, we are lobbying for easy access. And
so you're
everybody
saying
ignoring. Government
so you-
and all buildings, put it on buildings with no easy access for the disabled.
so you're saying the Pelican Mall didn't really have that access? You see, it's funny.
It's
We had.
hard to tell you.
It had it.
Oh, it had it.
You could,
Oh,
you
okay.
could go in where the taxi people will pick up,
Yeah, Mr. What's his
So you walk
name?
through there.
Yeah, the late Mr. Earl Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he got in there. Because
Our
remember, he was in a
association, he was a
wheelchair.
member
Okay.
of the association.
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to be lobbying all over town. Some banks, as if they don't want your business, or you must tell people your business on the side wall. So I want to know, when you carry the bank all the way up there, you make no provision. I don't know what can be done at the Bastia branch to make it more accessible for people with disability. That is my question.
You just made me very much aware of my blind spot when it comes to disabled people, because that's something I never thought about, that the main branch. Yeah, the main branch. Wow.
Courts.
Yeah.
I think we must
Courts, wow.
have this every day still.
And it's
Caribbean,
something
you
that
can't get in.
I think, Miss
I mean,
Henry,
you
isn't
know?
this something that y'all have been fighting for a while now? To
Charlie,
be
yes, and we actually signed the convention on the right of person with disability.
Mm-hmm.
It was ratified. Not only signed, we ratified it.
Mm-hmm.
The government is now to put laws in place, but nothing doing. Because the government itself is breaking the laws. They're putting up buildings. They're moving some of the things into buildings with no access.
Well, presumably that building was completed.
I don't know about it. So
No, I was
somebody asked
what
it.
I was saying. It was completed recently, so let's hope that it has those amenities.
Yeah, I
you know.
hope the bank think about it. I mean, if you could walk, somebody could guide you up the steps when they go to the bank. You know.
Yeah, they
So
help
I
you.
said earlier, they have to put in additional. I think the ATM is going to be up there. Up there is far. If you cross wages, it is far. You got to have transportation.
Yeah, far for the person without transportation.
Without their own personal transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, boy,
So you think it's bad to have an ATM up there? That's what you're saying? You think it's
I
bad?
think they said they're going to have ATM up
No,
there.
but say you think that's a bad idea?
No, I forgot a bank should have an ATM.
Okay. No, I'm just being devil's advocate. I was just wondering what you thought. you know.
No. The only problem I'm concerned about is getting into the bank.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
you don't have to do your business on the side wall. Or give your business to somebody who you don't even know.
Yeah, to do it for you.
Follow?
Yeah.
I think Culture's point about the safety and so is really moot because you can argue.
You can cross it kind of desolate-ish. Nobody
Yeah,
live over there.
but nobody lives down by TDC where the ATM is. I mean,
Which one? Did you see?
they want down on the
No, the
Fitzgerald
ATM
Road.
that you mentioned that the industrial worker use and the
Yeah,
TVC
nobody
workers.
lives there. I mean,
Boy, that don't get shoot up and all
I've
already.
gone to the
You know
ATM. I've gone to the ATMs
Yeah,
in the circus.
I think it's twice you get shot
After
up.
10 in
People
the
in
night,
there,
there's no
and
one
they shoot it
around.
up.
Oh wow.
And they rob it already. They try taking out the machine.
Yeah, but
But
if
I don't know.
if we
all
have
I'm
this
asking
kind-
about this morning, my request is for information on the accessibility to the new place and to other businesses too. You can't go in KFC now, you know.
No Burger King.
None of them, you know what I mean, they won't even think about it.
Yeah.
They could turn it, use some of the government sidewalk to create a ramp. As if we don't exist in this country.
good point, Miss Henry.
All right then. So
Yeah, and
I'm
thanks
waiting to hear.
thanks for putting a
Lobbying for the
blind
people
spot. Yeah,
with the disability.
thanks for
Especially those
putting
with the mobility one, right? Those who are slow.
thanks for putting the able-bodied people's blind spot on blast. It's really important.
It upsets me when I see people
Yeah.
pull in and park in the I don't even like, as you said, the differently abled parking spot, because I don't like calling people disabled. And they're parking just because it's close, and I'm like, get out of there. What if somebody comes that really needs that parking? Come on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like we have no respect. We're not sensitized to
Yeah,
it, and we
yeah.
need to be. And I got something here. This person says, Mistress Henry is absolutely right. St. Kitts and Nevis has signed and ratified international conventions that addresses accessibility for persons with disability. One of the most significant is the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, the CRPD, which St. Kitts and Nevis signed on September the 27th, 2007, and ratified on April 24th, 2014. The CRPD requires state parties to ensure that persons with disabilities have access to the physical environment, transportation, information, and communication, and other facilities and services opened or provided to the public on an equal basis with others. This includes the obligation to ensure that buildings and other public infrastructures are designed and constructed to be accessible to persons with disabilities. This international commitment implies that the design of buildings in St. Kitts, and I want to include Nevis too, should consider accessibility features such as ramps, elevators, accessible restrooms, and other accommodations to make public and private spaces more inclusive. We do not enforce anything, though, and that's the problem.
That's a problem. Yes. Great comment from our friend. Caller, go right ahead. It's 8. Okay, on to the next. 8:31. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, just a correction from what you read.
Mm-hmm.
The convention was ratified in either 2018 or 19 by Dr. Harris.
Oh, it was ratified again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So not 2014.
Okay. So you said 2018?
18 or 19.
Okay. All right.
All right then.
Thank you, Miss Honey.
Okay. Well, we're having that weird feedback from the phone.
Yeah, I was wondering why it sounds like that.
It does that from time to time. Okay. Well, let's take a quick break. And but this is just before we read these comments, which I thought were interesting. Someone says, Jamal says, good morning. They need to extend the banking hours. Banks closing at 2 p.m. is ridiculous. That's a conversation we could have when we come back if we like. So he says, extend banking hours. And this sounds like a discrimination related to people with disability issues and a violation of their rights. So we're going to come right back and we can take your calls and we continue the discussion and look at some other things in the news that might interest our listeners. Island Tea continues.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Have you heard the exciting news from Makana Ferry Service? Here goes! We've reinstated subsidized rates for 2024. So now you can travel to Sabre, Statia with a reduced return rate, and we introduce special same-day rates. Wait! There's more! You've asked for day trip to St. Martin? Well, now it's a reality! Yes, on the weekends. Also, with the introductory special same-day rates, giving you savings and affordable transportation options, where you save every time. And hear this, our new schedule now includes Anguilla. Go to www.makanaferryservice.com or call our local agents. Ship it for less at 869-466-1151 extension 2 or 662-3961. You can email makana@shipitforless.com. So now you know. Enjoy the sun, sand, and unforgettable celebrations this summer with Makana Ferry Service and the gift of connection.
Here are your Horses Value Mart IGA specials.
Running August 22nd to September 4th.
Now our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Essential everyday barbecue sauces just $7.99 each. Act 2 microwave popcorn just $7.79. Essential everyday shredded and chunk cheeses $7.99 each. Red Baron French bread pizzas $13.99. Stone Ridge ice cream sandwiches $19.99 each. Essential everyday reusable containers $15.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Essential everyday pasta $4.99. Essential everyday pasta sauce $9.99. Essential everyday apple juice $7.99. IGN essential everyday peanut butter creamy and crunchy $8.99. IGN essential everyday table salt $4.79. Soft soap, liquid and soap $9.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
And we are back. It's 8:36. Island Tea continues. And saying good morning to all the people who hold us down every day.
Yep. Every day, all day.
Let's go back to the phone lines.
Okay. Good morning.
Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning, Kortensia.
Morning, Jam. How are you?
And good morning, LNT.
Good morning.
Youngster, good morning. You hearing me?
Good morning. I'm hearing you. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yes, I got 3 things to talk about. I'm fine, Kortensia. Lord, these old people are loving you all.
Aww.
We don't got you deep in that night, you know.
Boy.
Jamsa, I want to deal with 3 things today. 3 things. And just give me some time to just get them through. I want to let these young people who work in the money institution of this country, when customers report to a manager concerning theft, his duty is to take you all to the Public Service Commission. So you all can't go around and come to the circus and trying to demonize this guy. I know this guy. I know where he defends. Many times they come in this same radio station and congratulate him for the work where he is doing for this country. In terms of making sure that finances
I have no idea what he's talking about. But anyway, okay.
His money ran out?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Well, we can always go back. Somebody say, think it's Eric. Eric said I'm drinking tea bags made in China. Oh boy. Okay, Eric, I'll try to get the English ones. But to me, the only English one, and I still have to double it, is the Teetleys. I have to put 2 tea bags to get the strength that I want.
When I make tea, I always use 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah, I can't just use one bag. But the taste is just not there. The Lipton used to be the bomb.com.
To you?
Yeah. As a kid, I remember that being robust and strong, and I just like the taste that with milk in it. It was just.
So you like green tea, or you just do black tea?
No, I drink green tea too.
Okay.
Green tea is okay. I could do 1 bag of green tea, but I mean with the black tea, I just even my chai now I doubling up because I just find the taste is not there. I don't know if maybe I drank too much. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, happy birthday, Daisy! May you live to see many more.
So no, folks. As far as the bank story, you guys can call us and tell us what you think. If you think it was a good idea for them to
if it
to
is
move
a
the
good
branch,
idea, yeah.
I imagine they're looking at costs, and we can't discount that, right? I mean, we can argue that it's always been there, and it's a great walk-in location. Absolutely, when you're in town, and you either don't have a car or you're packed somewhere else. Because, usually when you're in town, you tend to do a lot of things, a lot of walk-in type things.
Yeah, park and walk.
Right, exactly. So, I still feel that as far as a convenience mix, I think that branch is better placed for people who happen to be driving, won't need to go to the bank, or don't want to come down into town. I feel like in terms of the load, I think in terms of the load factor for each branch, I feel like maybe the factory people might I think what's going to happen,
because if the factory folks have to go up.
Yeah, but think about it. Scotiabank, I've been to not Scotiabank, Republic Bank.
Yeah.
No,
Everybody knows what you mean.
Yeah, right.
Everybody accustomed, yeah.
When you go up there, when you go up there, like on Friday.
That's not.
Yeah.
Is that wheelchair accessible? I think so. I think they have a little ramp. I think they have a ramp. Yeah,
I think
there's a ramp at the end,
by the
not by the stage.
end,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
You have to.
I think you have to go around or something.
Yeah, you have to pass the stairs that leads up to customs and go up. Yeah. So there are
up there's
accessible
customs.
Up there.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
the top.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like in terms of look at up there on Fridays. I mean, a lot of construction workers go there to get paid. I imagine people from the plants go there as well. So up there is just a little. In fact, you could argue that it's a less strenuous walk than going downtown by National Bank, because now you have National Bank in Burdock, and then that also better facilitates people who are driving.
Yeah, that's what I said. But then too, people when they got paid on Friday, town is more better for them because they get paid. We can go Rams, we can go Caravanas, we can go everywhere and pick up our stuff.
But Rams and Best Buy are just down the road.
Yeah, but then we do. What if we wanted our toiletries and stuff? Yeah, we have Farm Care right there, but maybe we want something from Caravanas in town. So getting our monies and then being able to peruse around town.
But if you're in town, you
serves
want
us
something from
better.
Caribana, you want something at Rams up there, you're gonna go up to Rams. So it's the same thing.
No, but we got Ram supermarket right there. We don't need to go up further.
Or
We have locations that are convenient
I
for
don't know,
us.
some other place, Caribana. I don't know. I can't think of any place. KFC.
All I'm thinking is that the people in the big bank will have more work to do, so the tellers will have to be more efficient and turn around faster in order to get the lines moving. And people are asking about the bank. What time does the bank close on Friday? Someone says in the chat that regular business hours for the bank. Why banks close at 2 when 8 to 4 is regular business hours?
Yeah, I've been told. Let's take the call first. Caller, go ahead.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Hello.
Hello, Kortensia.
Hey, Jam Down.
Yes, this is Jam Down back. I
Okay.
was simply saying that I know the manager. He has proved himself here in this country
Okay.
when it comes to finances.
Mm-hmm.
And no vagabond, the politicians give work and then teach them the golden rule. To come out of the circus and try to demonize that young man. That young man is one of the most progressive young men in leadership in government organization.
But Jam Down, I don't know. Jam Down.
And are you ever done with it?
Jam Down, I don't know what young man. We don't know what young man you're talking about. Could you tell us what young man you're talking about?
When we're just talking about video. You understand? Hello? Hello?
Jam Down. Who are you what and who are you talking about? Jam Down.
I'm talking about Mr. Jeff.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Jeff, the manager in our revenue.
Okay.
What I'm talking about? I'm talking about a lot of these thieving young from the politician.
Hello.
Okay, he's gone. Yeah. Okay. So you're about to say something before we took that call.
The banking. What time does the bank normally close on Friday? I'm not
4 o'clock.
4. Okay, so 2. And
2 o'clock. I remember.
I would want to ask someone that works in the bank, what does 2 o'clock serve? Because, sometimes you rush in. I don't want to sound selfish and think it's...
I remember asking about it years ago, and they said it has something to do with checking off, because by the time you check off, it's like 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock, and then... So, obviously, if you're open later, it means you're going to be there till 6, 7. That's what they're saying. I remember that was the reason they gave me. Something along those lines.
I thought so as well, but I just wanted to make sure. So then why we have it on Friday only then? Maybe we should choose some days, because Monday is a busy day and Friday is a busy day. So why not give 2 days for, and then the rest
That's
of the days
a good point. I like that. That's a good
yeah,
point.
Monday and
actually.
Friday, the two busiest days.
I remember, but you know what's funny? I remember when National Bank used to open on Saturdays.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, open till, is it 12 or 1? Someone can correct me.
I remember Bank in Antigua does that on Saturdays, just to
And
accommodate people.
In Canada, the bank I used to use, they used to open on Saturdays too.
No, not Sundays.
Some of them open on Sundays.
Yeah, because people need to go.
Convenience, right?
Yeah.
But then also, they would tell you that they were trying to. A lot of the argument the bankers use, like when you ask them about the way they do things, they say, well, we're trying to get people to use ATMs and online banking and blah blah blah. So that's one of the arguments they would use when you say, well, why don't you open longer hours? And it's a tightrope for them to walk, because they have to take in mind that a lot of people are not tech savvy, and yet they want the convenience. So it's something that they have to find a balance where, okay, we have to open hours that people find convenient, but at the same time, while we're trying to get people to use the new technology, it's not everyone is going to take to it like fish in water.
Yeah.
So,
Because some of us are bent, who are not technologically inclined, or bent on doing or staying with what is the norm. It's sad to hear, though, that most of the places in town aren't wheelchair accessible, and I really hope that they work on it.
I'm laughing at the comment here,
Somebody say good point, Jamster.
I just love
accessibility.
No, I was the one by Gary. I'm just laughing at the simple logic that people, it's like a simple logical smackdown. Like, why banks close at 2 and 8 to 4 is regular business hours? And you have to say, well,
That's the one I read.
because you work in a supermarket, they work till 8, okay, and they have to check off. It might take an hour, so what?
Yeah.
So what if you work in a bank and it takes,
Maybe
I
it's
don't know.
it's longer.
yeah. Call and go right ahead. It's 8:46.
Yes, Jamster.
Okay, jam down. Call or go right ahead. Okay. Jam down. You're not gonna get us in any trouble this morning. We don't know anything about what you're talking about. Let's talk about something else.
Oh, they used to open on. I can't see. Can you see 9 a.m. on
Hello,
Saturday and
NFM.
close at 12?
Hello,
Hello?
NFM. Hello, NFM.
Good morning.
Yes, could you stop listening to your radio, please, and listen to the receiver? Okay.
Morning.
Could you turn your radio down, please?
You could hear it still?
Well, I'm not hearing it now. Go ahead.
Okay. Morning.
Morning.
Instead of them moving the bank, why they don't put the next one up there and leave the bank right there?
Oh.
To me, I don't think the bank doing nobody nothing. When them taxi girls and work, when they come town, they go bank and they just do everything in town instead of go here and go there. So instead of move it, I think they should put the next bank there. And what they need to do, they need to get windows and put a teller by the window. So if you don't get time to go in the bank, maybe till we say handicapped people, they go to the window because, all the bank in America, they have a window. And a teller walk to the window. So I think they should put a window. Handicapped people should just go to the window and get a service and leave the bank where you're there because it's easy robbing up there where you're going,
Oh boy.
Yeah,
and
but
a
that,
bank supposed to close.
but that's no different anywhere else, really. I mean,
But Jam said they will really think twice to do that in the middle of town. Have
That-
we had
that-
anyone try to hold up a bank in the middle of town? They did the one
No.
up Wellington Road because that's kind of like far out and they think
Exactly.
people... Yeah.
I get very impatient with this kind of defeatist thinking. I understand
Yeah.
it's an issue, but you don't do it because you take the measures. You take the measures to mitigate against that. Simple.
Maybe they'll put more security because it's for the
You
out.
won't do it, but other people will do it because they know to time people.
Oh boy.
Okay? So you won't do it. And a bank supposed to close 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon because you don't want nothing to do with National Bank them on Friday afternoon. The
But-
bank supposed to close too.
But it's 4 that they
4
close
o'clock.
on Friday, right? Caller?
I really don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think they said
No.
4 on Friday. I
think-
was advocating for 4
I
on
really
Monday
don't
as
know,
well.
But instead of moving the bank, just
Mm-hmm.
put one on the industrial site and leave the bank where you there.
Okay.
And put a windows. Every bank supposed to have a window and have a teller by the window.
Okay.
Just like how you have the ATM, you
Uh-huh.
put a teller by the window and easier.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's my two cents to the man. I start calling it
Okay.
law.
Okay.
Right.
Let me ask. Okay.
Ma-
Are you still there?
Caller?
Well, my problem with that thing isn't that a sort of ghettoization of the disabled. You put a window with them outside, so they're,
No,
they
I don't think they feel like that. The windows are not out. Most of the windows I would have seen in banks, they're covered. Like they have an awning over it.
Oh, you mean
So-
so you go in?
No, they're not.
Because
okay.
I'm not understanding the physical description of how the
Because
window would work.
A bank in Antigua in a complex, it built Republic Bank. No, it was Scotia. It built over, so they had a long queue to come in. They didn't have lines. They just had the carpet to mark out. So they made that excellent for the wheelchair accessible. And then I think there was a corner window right there that they could have just gone to by themselves. So, and the one that I remember, if I remember correctly,
Yes, but the
in
point is getting into the building itself. Isn't that the point?
yeah,
So
Okay,
that's
so
why
they
I was
can
assuming
get
the
in.
window would be outside.
yeah. The
That's
window
why I
could
was
be out or
assuming.
in.
Yeah, but
Because I
I
think some banks have it outside and it's covered with the awning.
I feel like
Puerto Rico and Tortola and them places have that.
Island Tea, go right ahead. 8:51.
Why, Johnson, when you see me come here, I don't call people name. I only call Mr. Gift name because Kortensia
Okay.
me what I'm talking about.
Okay, jam down. Could you? We don't want to be talking about things we know nothing about. right? This is not a diss. I'm not being disrespectful. Can't you just it would be nice if you could contribute to the discussion at hand rather than just this is stuff that can possibly get us in trouble, right? So until we know what you're talking about, we can't entertain it. Go ahead, caller.
How you're talking about how the window, you don't know the window, but how the window set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The window outside, the window built on the bank, but you say they got in the bank, you say outside. You understand?
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. So, but I don't kind of like that. It seems kind of discriminatory.
All the bank in America have a window.
Yeah.
So anyone can use it. Also, anyone can use it, but it's just that it's more.
If you're going to call,
Okay, fair enough.
Deposit with job.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go in the bank and have the line hold up for them.
Okay, fair enough.
Minor thing, you go to the window and you just move fast.
Okay.
Move faster.
I understand now. Okay.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand now. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Let's read some of these comments here. Let me see. Let's see. The bank I use, Mike Warrington says, the bank I use does not have a single branch anywhere on earth. It's purely online and digital. I love it, and when I lose my card, one is dispatched the same day or sometimes the following day. And Gawain says, yeah, I remember when they used to open on Saturdays and close 12 on Thursday. Oh yeah, I remember that. close 12. Where's that? Where did that comment go? Oh yeah, close 12 on Thursday, because Thursday at 12 was like norm. Yeah. It's a drive-through. Cleo says it's a drive-through for everyone. Yeah. Okay, when you don't want to come out your car. Okay, so
because I remember it being at the bottom of First Bank in Puerto Rico, where you can drive through your car, deal with the teller, not go in the bank.
Yeah, so it's sort of like what
Bank of Popular have it in Tortola as
well.
Yeah,
that's sort of like what Credit Union up here does. Up at Bladen Commercial. Yeah. All the windows I ever seen is drive-through at the banks. Right. So so this is kind of supporting my point. It would be nice if they added a drive-through window up there as well. You know?
If it's where it's gonna be, I don't think it can handle a drive-through window.
Okay.
You think so?
Well, just trying out ideas for discussion. The window in
They'll
USA.
have to build on something.
Yeah. Yes, that's your point. Yeah, and that was that wasn't something. That was the building was built with general needs in mind, not necessarily a bank. So, yeah, okay, I take the point.
Okay. Oh, have you seen the decorations at government headquarters? I saw it last night.
I saw a picture.
My mind.
I saw a picture.
Lovely.
And I saw a thread about sometimes I
so kudos to the artist Von Anslin.
Yeah,
that's lovely. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I heard apparently maybe the tradition says that Simmons is, for whatever reason, Simmons' picture should have been in the middle or something, but apparently after Vaughn did them, they changed the order and they put Simmons down in the end, and some people got bent out of shape because of that, allegedly.
But I would think the order that it's in, oh boy, do we have to read into things so much?
The Church of Religion, St. Kitts Nevis Church of Religion, politics. So I mean,
which one of these national heroes died first?
Oh boy. I mean, so this is the kind
of which one of them died first? I'm trying to.
Wouldn't it be Bradshaw probably?
Okay. Yeah. Maybe he's in the middle because he's the father of the nation, as they say.
Yeah, but then some people would argue that Simmons is the father. This is why I don't like to have these conversations.
Boy, yeah, because, I'm not. Let Mr. Simmons keep his shine. He's still living.
Because
we're not gonna do that.
These people get bent out of shape.
But it's nice. It's our national heroes. What's
they have
the point?
You to kill.
And the kids, they need to take the children down there so they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think stuff like this is a big deal. They did well. I like this decoration this year. Government headquarters is normally decorated and outfitted well, but this, when I saw it last night, I was like, wow. And it looks beautiful at night. This is
you have to go down there and see it, because I saw a picture, and I guess the picture
I saw it for myself.
Probably won't do it justice.
Yeah.
Here's a comment that just came in here. The window is there for after with the banking stuff. The window is there for after hours when the bank is closed. No, that actually is a good idea. It would be nice. Actually, I guess that could have some safety. That could probably have some safety.
No, but it's bulletproof.
Yeah, and you don't have to see the person necessarily.
Yeah, but the only thing is with the safety issues when the person's ready to go home. Unless you're going to run a 24-hour thing, but who's going to go to the bank 24 hours knowing that somebody could be lying in wait? The fact that they're outside too, lying in wait for them.
I'm sure I'm sure they're gonna have the safety thing worked out. The only thing I never liked that National Bank did, and that speaks to our defeatist mentality. I remember they had the branch in Sadlers, and because the branch got broken a couple, you close it down. That's not the way. That's not the way you do things.
Feel safe anymore.
No, but come on, man.
I'm sure the people in Sadlers felt a type of way, and now they lost their bank and they have to come all the way to town. And I mean, banks should be in areas like that. How come the bank survives in the second town in St. Kitts, Sandy Point?
Yeah. I mean,
so why couldn't it survive in Sadlers?
Yeah, I heard that they closed it down because of all the robberies, but that's not. That is not the way you're. That's not the kind of progressive thinking I expect.
Have suggested
you do what you need to do to make the security. Hey, if you gotta put Navy SEALs over there, retired Navy SEALs. I'm just talking. I'm just saying. The point is, you don't close on a branch because you have. I'm sorry. I always thought we have a very Bastia-centric culture, which I think is bad.
Why?
Which is why
businesses are in Bastia.
No. Meaning everything doesn't have to be in Bastia. You did a great thing by having a branch in Sadlers, and because it got robbed a few times, you close it down. I'm sorry. I'm not down with that.
Look at this, right?
Decentralization is the point I'm making.
Yeah, but Water Department went up to Needmust.
That's fine. That's fine.
They still put a little bracket in the post office now because it's a bit
more
more
they
convenient.
do?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No,
that's the kind of thing you need. But still, everything doesn't need to be in Bastia. I mean, take for example. Let me give you an example. Because look at the parking problems we have in Bastia, right? I mean, it's horrendous. It doesn't seem that we're going to have a parking garage on the horizon for a while because first thing, a lot of people, they do business and they seem to think that maybe even getting an extra bit of land for parking is somehow a bridge too far. Like somehow parking is a waste of money. That's the always impression I've gotten, right? Now, a lot of these recent buildings in Bastia did not need to be in Bastia Center. And you got to get a cable props for Social Security, or whoever it is, for keeping that empty space as parking, because you really didn't need to go build anything there. And I think it was great for the people who work in the cable and maybe some of the other people who share it in the same building to have parking there. I even think that little bit of space below government headquarters, that building that they took down, they should turn that. It probably won't hold that many cars, but it helps. Yeah. Right? Until
the road.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, even Social Security, I would argue that new building, they should have moved out of Bastia. You could have gone up to Bladen Commercial or something. You know, a place with ample parking. And there need to be ways to balance the need for parking and the need for more.
So you're calling on urban development, or we are calling on urban development to look at a more practical layout and not centralize everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, take for example, I feel like Amory should have a branch somewhere else where you can go and park. No. Remember, National Bank serves the walk-in purpose I was talking about earlier, right? And now they have a nice mix where if you drive, you can drive and go to the bank. No, hear me out. Look at where Amory is, right? You have a traffic light at the bottom. You can't even park to go into Amory. Yeah, fine. The walk-in, that's fine. That's fine. No, I'm not saying you close the branch, you know. I'm saying have another branch.
So where
facilitates?
Where would you purport that branch?
I don't know. Frigate Bay. Over the west somewhere. Maybe over by the Rams area over there, Rams Village Walk, that's what they call it. Nice name actually. And which nobody uses, which I find funny because I actually Rams Village Walk. I actually like the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, something that has parking. Because I always look at it sometimes, you know, how many times I want to go into Amory and I just have to abort because I say, oh my God. Like if I'm driving, I'm like, boy, I'd like to go in there and get something. But man, the parking is, you know. You agree? You don't agree? I don't think you agree with me with that. I can tell when you don't agree with me.
I don't know. I guess I'm not that fussy. I like to walk.
No, I love to walk too.
So
But I'm just thinking.
Walk and do all my business.
I'm just thinking some businesses.
Yesterday, just hitting business after business after.
If you go to St. Martin,
yesterday was the gut.
You ever realize how many branches of everything in St. Martin has? And it's smaller than St. Kitts. And that has always amazed me, and I've always been very impressed by that. Nagico, it seems as though.
There's a major insurance down there, so it's all over the place.
And then you realize they bring that a bit here because they have 3 branches in Master.
Yeah.
You know?
Bird Rock.
Yeah, Bird Rock.
The big one up. What is that, Bladen?
Bladen Commercial. And
where's the next one now?
Where's the next one again?
Sure it's not 2?
Rams.
No, we already said
Oh,
Rams.
Bird Rock. Okay, Bird Rock.
Bird Rock on that one.
There's another one somewhere.
Here. Only 2. The big building that they have there, and then Bird Rock.
I could have sworn there was another one. Okay.
So maybe that's why
more.
Bird Rock is becoming
okay,
commercialized, because we have insurance, we have a bank, so a next bank for competition. And maybe they saw the need for it, as they say, the industrial workers. But I wonder if the industrial workers will want to go up or
caller.
no.
Yeah, we have a call.
Hi, caller. Good morning. You're live on LNT.
Good morning. Good
Hey.
morning. I was waiting for you to stop ranting.
hey, not nice.
How are you?
Hey,
Hey, there's a lot to rant. There's a lot to rant about around here. Trust me.
Man, I tuned in just in time to hear you ranting about parking and Bastia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I got a splendid idea for that, and I tried to pitch it the other day. I think that there should be restrictions on parking in parts of Bastia, like say from East Independence Square Street to maybe College Street Gut or Westbourne Gut.
Oh Lord, you're gonna go make things worse.
From the Bay Road to maybe Lozak Road also. And then what you do is you designate parking spaces, right, for paid parking. Paid parking. And so people can pay, like, you know, for an hour or 3 hours, etc. And that will help to ease the what is the word I'm looking for here? All the traffic jam and all the, you know, just the contention of traffic in town. It will help to ease that, because sometimes you have people that will just park there all day just to go down the road and chat, or just to, you know, make it a bit more restrictive so that you pay for parking.
But I
If
agree.
you don't want to pay, then you park further.
But don't you think? Okay. Oh, so you're saying paid parking? I'm wondering. Oh boy, I feel like people just destroy those things. People destroy everything around
Destroy
here.
what thing?
Well, you're thinking jams of parking meters?
It's never. Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Parking meters? No.
No.
Okay.
We're 25 years into the 21st century. You don't need parking meters.
Okay.
You mark out the bays. You label them 25, 28, 29 on Central Street, on this street, and you put up the little QR code signs, and people just scan the code, and it comes up on their app or website, and they pay for parking. That is what I would do.
Great.
If I were the minister in charge.
Yeah.
And it would also bring in some revenue for the country.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is, when you pay for, like, let's say 2 hours parking, and your time is running out, you get a notification, in-app notification in your app, or SMS, whatever, I'd say in the app, that says, hey, you're running out of time. Would you like to buy some more parking credit? And you just buy it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I know that.
I love that.
I know that one.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin.
But maybe that's probably too progressive for them. The minister might break out in hives when he hears that. He's like,
it's progressive and it's making you money.
Well, I'm just talking based on what I see. They seem to be opposed to everything progressive to me.
How can we become a sustainable island state when we want to stay back we want to stay in the back of the class?
Because you can't find them or reach them on the phone most of the time. So.
Oh boy.
Tell them they're probably listening, right? Tell them.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope y'all are listening, because hey,
great idea.
Don't come for me.
Yeah, if they want some progressive, ideas to
They
bring
need-
this nation into
yes,
the 21st century.
they need to remember they
call
work.
me.
They need to remember they work
Call
for
him,
us,
y'all. Call him.
not the other way around.
And it's and
Right.
as Ewan said, it makes plenty sense. You're making money at the same time that you're creating spaces and opportunity for you to park. Because some people want to park exactly where they're going. They're not considerate that sometimes they can't park there.
I mean,
So
yeah. I mean,
and then for the people.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and for the people who live in, let's say you live in College Street Gut and you need to park there, then what they do is they offer them, based on the fact that they reside there, they offer them a residence permit that they pay a nominal fee for, nothing excessive or over the top, but they pay an annual or 6 months fee for parking, because they live there, right? So you don't expect them to pay the normal rates that people who don't live there would pay. So. And that would help to ease the problems. But go on. What was you going to ask me?
No, I mean, you just get the feeling that you don't know how many great ideas I have heard come to the airwaves on Win FM, and clearly, I don't know. Nobody seems to be listening.
the powers to be. They're listening.
They're listening, but
They're listening.
The traffic. I think the traffic lady. I think I just saw her on another station. I can't remember which one it was.
ZIZ. Yeah,
Maybe-
she's there on Wednesday.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's still down to the ministers. I mean, obviously, police or traffic police can help shape policy. But this is progressive thinking here. And like I said to you, every day people are calling in saying they can't pick up the radio stations. And as I said to you, Jamster,
let me
wind turbine and some solar panels and a battery will solve that problem.
But let me say something on that. We found out. You saw those videos I sent you, okay? I think they're working on a fix right now, and I was told yesterday that maybe in 3 days or so maybe give them till Friday or
You're
Saturday.
talking about
At this level,
Uplifts thing,
yeah,
with putting up the poles.
And doing.
I agree with the minister. It is dangerous. I saw the video that he did. It's a dangerous mission, and my idea is that when you do put up those poles, if a hurricane knocks them down or a landslide because of a storm or something, then you're in the same position again. And I think that's where solar and wind would work. You can have remote monitoring. We've set up these systems, and you have remote monitoring on them, so you can see whether the equipment's working fine and everything. You can monitor everything. Or put the transmitter somewhere else. Put it somewhere else more accessible. It doesn't really need to be that high to service the nation.
But
that
actually,
kind of gives it.
But actually, UN know that spot is perfect actually for propagation, for wave propagation, for.
I know it's perfect.
It's
I
perfect.
know that.
Yeah.
But look at for instance, right? Look at Timothy Hill, right? And this line of sight. It goes down the east side of the island, and it also goes down a bit the west side of the island. That's a good location as well, and then it still also propagates over to Nevis.
But you see, the problem with St. Kitts is that because of the mountains, it's very difficult to have. Like at present, there's not 360 coverage. ZIZ doesn't have 360. Win FM doesn't have 360.
You won't really get 360 coverage, and that's why I said the reason why.
But you can, but it costs money. That's my problem because of the mountains, and the terrain,
so If you look at the Atlas level and the Bayfords, is Spooners? Those are on both sides of the mountain, so it gives the east side and the west side coverage. But I'm saying if you put it on Timothy Hill, when you're up Timothy Hill, you could see a bit down the west side of the island.
I did think about I did think about
and
that.
You could see down the east side.
But there might be some reasons why that wasn't done, because you could have, you can have one repeater interfering with the other because of the frequency, especially if you want to have one frequency as opposed to having different frequencies at different sites.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
I know, and I'm saying you wouldn't need two. You wouldn't necessarily need two right there because you have a line of sight that covers both sides of that island.
I agree.
From the Bastia side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. I thought about Timothy Hill too.
Idea.
But sometimes you ever think of an idea and you think like, That seems like a good idea. Why is nobody there? And then I always assume that someone probably thought of the idea, and there's probably a technical reason why it wasn't done. That's how I tend to approach things. Because I have always thought Timothy Hill was a good spot, but there's probably some technical reason why.
Or land issue, but I don't know. Because there's a water thing up there as well, so there's some kind of utility up there.
Yeah, reservoir.
The reservoir.
The problem I find with St. Kitts and Nevis over all the years of growing up there and deal with it, doing business, there's too much friction, there's too much bureaucracy, and like you said, nobody listens. The relevant people aren't listening.
Yeah.
And this is why we're not progressing in the way that we should progress.
I think
what if they're listening but they can't do much because of the fight down that they get? What if what if they're listening, right? But everybody's not on the same page? How can they work in unison to create the common goal for the better of the federation? Because it's not for just...
I'm trying to follow. I think what we're talking about here is things that involve a minister and perhaps just, people that he would need to consult with.
Yes.
It's not that difficult because at the end of the day, the directions of the minister is what's going to determine the civil servants, right? So,
okay, someone just joined.
It could be down to the advisors.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Caller, go ahead.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, what's up? Hey.
Good morning.
I just want to put in 10 cents. That idea that the gentleman spoke about.
Yeah.
The whole area have already been surveyed because that Timothy Hill have an antenna, a repeater that comes right up and hit back to Canada and come around the cove, and there's one up at White's area that brings you into that area, and then one at Brighton that take you down further down. So you have different repeaters that are hitting different areas especially more for cell phone. But what you're saying already being surveyed, and they already look at all those and do the calculation and work out which location will be best to have repeaters to make connection on the island. However, you speak about traffic a while ago about parking. I will not go into parking, but I will tell you, one of the places I recognize that we are having most accidents in roundabout. In our road in St. Kitts, we only have single lane. All of our lane are single. We are accustomed to drive to the back of each vehicle or to the front. When we reach to the roundabout, they give us a double lane, which is, in my opinion, is totally wrong. We should continue with the single lane and going around the roundabout. But in the roundabouts, you have two signs. Each sign have two arrows, one going left, one going right. When you reach the roundabout, you should only have one sign, and only one car should enter the roundabout any given time. You should proceed by giving way to traffic from your right, or proceed by going left. The car that is behind you, drive continuously behind you. What happened right now, when you in a roundabout, when you look on your right-hand side, someone pulling up beside you trying to pass you. When you're on the right-hand side, somebody pulling up on your left trying to pass you. And wherever the driver sees possible to pass, that's what they're going to do. So we need to move those two signs and make the roundabout a one-line lane, or else you are creating the scene for people to overtake in the roundabout, which is very bad, and it's causing so much accidents and confusion, wasting of police time, when they could be someplace else doing something better than what they're doing. So if you cannot overtake over a hill, you cannot overtake around a corner, why do you want to overtake in a roundabout? But the signs give way for you to do so. I think I've said enough. Somebody else's opinion.
Okay.
I don't only monopoly an opinion, so I listen up here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, we need to take a break. So, caller, we're gonna take a break. You can. I don't know if you want to wait or you want to call back. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll call back.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay, it's 9:15. Oh, here's a comment here by Burl. He expanded on a comment he had earlier.
There too. Somebody says if build a Sadler's branch onto the police station and see if somebody's gonna rob it. And then you could read Burl's.
Really?
Burl said the Western Union in Nevis got robbed, and they shut it down. Now Nevisians have to basically travel to Bastia to collect monies from Western Union, and that's an inconvenience.
It's terrible.
So why, if it's robbed once, why do you shut it down? Why don't you
Oh my
improve the
God.
security and put more bars and more restrictive? I wonder where Nevis was located.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so now the people have to come over here to get their money from Western Unions. So there are no other money means like RIA and stuff in Nevis? I'm not sure.
I can't. I actually find that hard to believe. I mean, I know. Yeah, I'm not. He's not lying. But my point is, that's staggeringly anti-convenient.
That's rough.
Man. So this is to my point about Saddlers. I mean, you get a couple of robberies, you don't close on a branch. That's not how you. That's not how you run a progressive organization. I don't know. Okay, let's take a quick break and come back.
All right.
Yeah.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9 Win FM.
Back to school is here at Harper's. Yes, Harper's, it's where it's at with the widest selection of school and art supplies for all schoolgoers, from the tiniest preschooler to the big cool college students. Plus, everyone can enjoy a 10% discount and a chance to spin the wheel and enter our grand draw in September. And the bonus is, our friendly team is looking forward to welcoming you again and again and again. For more information, call us at 466-6500.
Yeah, we got that.
Chip, chip, chip. We wanna get chip, chip, chip.
Give your little smartie the perfect smart start for their future with CHIP, the child investment plan from TVC Financial Services. Invest in your child's next step, and we know what's next is always changing.
Chip, chip, chip. We wanna get chip, chip, chip.
CHIP is a long-term plan with no minimum deposit, no monthly commitment, and you're guaranteed a special high interest rate per annum.
I want chip. I want chip too.
Visit TDC Financial Services today and get CHIP, the child investment plan, providing the best head start for every child.
Chip, chip, chip. We wanna get chip, chip, chip.
(919) Island Tea. We are back. It's September 4, and it's not even December, but the phone looks like a Christmas tree.
Oh boy.
Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Western Union.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever running these Western Union in the Caribbean, they need to upgrade. The Western Union supposed to be closing a holiday and a Sunday. So you got 2 holidays back to back. Western Union supposed to be looking Rams, Best Boy, in the pharmacy. That's how they got Western Union.
Yeah.
The grocery store, them and in the pharmacy. No,
You are correct.
Western Union supposed to close a Sunday, now holiday. You up because you're waiting, you got maybe an emergency, you got to wait till the day after the holiday.
Yeah.
So Western Union, they need to upgrade. Put some of these places in Ram Supermarket, Best Boy, wherever the pharmacy. So when they close 6 o'clock or so, you know you can get your money and open. I get the one place and open a Sunday and holidays. That's my 2 cents with Western Union here because and MoneyGram is ridiculous. How they don't run the place? In America you go. Holiday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you get your money.
Get your money, yeah.
So
That's
Western
correct.
Union, upgrade all your things.
Thank you, caller.
And
Yeah,
your
that's
2 cents-
yeah,
your
that's
2
a good 2
cents
cents.
Yeah, definitely appreciated. Caller, go right ahead.
The Western Union, the U.S. government will like all those Western Union to be closed.
Why?
Everything transaction should be done through the bank by a card, so you could have what you call a paper trace. And once you have cash, they want to control you. So that is the idea. They want all those Western Union clothes and MoneyGram and all of those. They don't really want them. So that is why they operate in the way.
But I mean, those are private companies, and they can't tell. I mean, yeah, they
Yes,
probably might be
they're
want,
private
but they
company, but you
certainly.
see, they collect cash and they pay out cash.
Mm-hmm.
You see, everybody wants to get away with the trail of getting paper trail, and if you use a card, they could trail you. But if you use cash, it's very difficult to trail.
Uh-huh.
So they don't really want them. Look out, we have in a time when there will be no cash flow.
Yeah.
Everything will be card.
Or
You know
digital.
how much money you make, how much money you put in, how much you take out.
Yep.
How you live when you go to the toilet, when you have a shower, when you buy a car, when you buy gas, everything.
That's how bad it will be? They'll be infiltrating our homes?
We are getting there.
Oh, boy.
Watch out.
Yep. That is true.
Hey, I got a message. I knew there were 3 in Agicos. See, I told you.
Where's
There's
the third
3.
one?
Hoxford. I just couldn't remember where it was. Yeah, so
Hoxford?
yeah, Hoxford.
Oh, yeah,
complex.
in behind.
Yes, it's next
Okay,
to Agicos.
you
Yeah.
got me.
In fact,
You
that
got
one
me.
was even there before the one at Burdock.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the first one actually.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm saying I
think
don't
so.
know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that was the first one.
Yeah.
Let's read this comment. People cannot afford another dollar out of their strained salaries. There are also adverse health impacts from radiation for people, especially those with sensitive heart issues. Persons were paranoid about using the branch in Sadler's, especially since the closest police station was Tabernacle or St. Paul's. The security does not normally carry guns. Well, that needs to change, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. If it's going to be in an area where there's not much ice, because we know once people leave for work, everybody comes to town for work almost. It's quiet up there.
Did you say someone had a comment about build a police station in Sadler's?
It said build the St. Kitts Nevis National Anguilla Bank Limited in Sadler's onto the police station building and see if it gets robbed.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a similar idea for. I like to do thought experiments. I like to do, you could say, urban planning thought experiments, right? I always thought that there should be in Frigate Bay, Southeast Peninsula area, there should be a proper police station, not part of the Frigate Bay Development Building. It should be a proper police station, and it could be like a government building that houses a bunch of other things, maybe a post office outlet, just for argument's sake. So you have the fire hall, the police station, maybe National Bank or whatever bank wants to have some ATMs, or maybe have 1 or 2 tellers, and maybe even a small 2 or 3 bed clinic. You know, run by you could have a private. I don't know, but I always like to think about those kinds of things. So the idea about Sadler's having a police station, because the person said the next police station is Tabernacle, so that's not a bad idea. You have one of those buildings, maybe another fire hall. You have the bank has
all in one
nice complex.
And let's see what happens.
Yeah, and
they're gonna think twice.
So if you have 2 or 3 of those on the island, they should all be sort of identical looking. So when you see the building, that's where I should be able to find a National Bank. That's where the police station is going to be, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a caller about you, and they said that caller has very progressive thoughts.
Yes.
Hi, good
Caller,
morning.
go ahead.
Yeah, this is me.
Hi.
Yeah, I come to support the caller who talk about the roundabout accidents. Because him and myself and others, we have been telling them that same thing years upon years. But you see, who's supposed to straighten out those things? They live up on Cloud 9, down number 10th Street. And we with the ideas we live and the ground barefoot. Because in St. Kitts we only got 2 lanes. One coming from west going east, and on the far left side of the road, and the other one going from east going west on the same far left. So why they want to double the lane in the roundabout? That's where the problem comes in. Because a man will say, okay, I want to go the back down by the fire station. He come from the airport, and he driving behind the person in front of him. When he reach the roundabout, he gone over in the right lane. When it should be wait behind, give way to traffic from your right all the time. And that is what has caused the problem. He wanted to go down by the fire station. And when he go around there, another vehicle coming up, and he want to force through. because he tell himself he come out on the lane to carry him down by the fire station. That shouldn't be, but they don't listen to us. That is why you got so many confusion when it comes to the roundabout. Why you gonna double the roundabout lane in the roundabout for what? People want to go straight across Boardwalk and then front and one behind. He wants to go to Friggy Bay. He can cut over in the right lane and cut back over in front of the one who extreme left to go Frigate Bay. They need to listen to us. Jamster, you got some ideas. A lot of new ideas you're coming with. You could give them, you know.
They're not interested.
That's it.
They're not interested.
I know what they're interested in. Live up on cloud nine and create problem.
Yeah.
And won't listen to people. And we on the ground, we know it more than them. They cannot tell you what kind of ants. They see what they live so high up in the sky. But we on the ground could tell you that's a running ants, that's a sugar ants, that's a bumble ants. But they better leave the bank where it is. I come back there going now, you know, but leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it facilitates people who can walk far, who can walk good, and most of the businesses is centered in Bastille. So when you come out the bank, you just go there by Hasford, you go there by the post office, you go down by this place and that place and whatnot. I'm not against putting business in the rural areas, but until the rural areas build up, you got to limit the businesses that you're going to spread out.
But don't you believe in there's a saying, build it and they will come? I mean, take for example, I've always said that there should have been a big supermarket on the northeastern side of the island. Let's, like, say, Keon or somewhere in that area. So that people don't. That again goes to my point about decentralization. But why are all the big supermarkets only in Bastia? I mean, there should have been, someone should have put a supermarket in.
They were building a complex just across from the I think it's UMHS. It was supposed to be housing. I wonder if they would have put, because there's this place in Barbados. It's a housing complex, but it has in a pharmacy, has in doctor's office, it has in a gas station, and everything. It's like a gate. It is a gated community. Let me not say it's like it is a gated community.
And then I feel like Keon is big enough where you could have a big complex like that, anchored by a good sized supermarket, so that people don't have to come to town. I don't think you should have to come to town
so we can build up
to do a big shopping.
Each section in the federation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know if this school is open now, but Windsor, but at least it would.
Yeah, it's open. Mm-hmm.
Caller, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's some kind of disease, very contagious. Why everybody phone cutting out, so I don't know why. Because the telephone company saw is good all the time, from cable and wireless to Scantel to what you call to Lime. And now they bring it to flow. So it really flowing going.
Oh boy.
And that happens when you see people want the name to go down and say, well, that happened when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
The company business, just to get a call from Bastille to go certain places in St. Kitts, the call has to go all the way in Jamaica to come back and go down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that should not have to be. Shouldn't have to be. But you see, like Lord God said, only in St. Christopher Columbus a lot of things happen. Now, Jamster, yes, I agree that a lot of popular businesses should spread out around the country. But you have to look at the population around that area.
Right. So you scale accordingly. But then at the same time, you have to consider the fact that you might say, well, okay, Keon only has so much people, but then you also have to project for how much is Keon likely to grow in the next 10, 20 years. So you have to take that into consideration. And remember that people will drive. Okay, take for example. You have a supermarket in Keon. People are going to drive from Keys rather than coming to town, or they're going to drive from Atlas Lodge, Sadler.
I think town will still be a necessity somehow.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead. What I'm saying, Jamster, you still have to, let me use a local word, you have to cope the population, how it grow, and as it grows, because when the population is so overpopulated, then they ain't gonna think about going. They go do foolishness. What's going on now? You know, in less than a year, between this year and last year, 2 gas stations in the outskirt area, they get robbed.
Yeah.
Okay, because if the population was built up like say the top of 4th Street and what you call it, Victoria Road there, come down there. Those kind of activities, how they do that, they would not have done it that way. So you got to watch the population as you build up, and then you spread out. And then a lot of people used to come back here to work from in the rural areas because it's only one industry we had, cutting cane. And when you come to town, the little change was a little bit more than the cutting cane. So a lot of people had to come down to work. That's why a lot of business still went up in Bastille. But they're spreading out now. So that's my little thing. So I support the man. Then they must listen to us. Jam stop. You're going to lead, you know.
No, I'm not interested.
You got the blueprint. and in Kortensia can be there too, as you like.
Not interested.
Oh boy, new profession. Oh boy, thank you, culture.
Yes, okay. Right.
I always say the people who should be knowing it politics. They're always the ones who want to be in politics.
Hey, sorry about that. Let me say this before I go. I don't know how many persons know this. Do you know? Recently, Flo come with something else that change out the wires from copper wire to fiber.
Yeah, for faster service.
And when electricity gone, and you see something happening, and you need to call the police because they say, see something, say something. You cannot use your landline because no current there to use it.
Oh boy.
And if you're using your cell phone and the money gone, bloop, what happened to see something, say something?
Can't say nothing.
Okay, they're not thinking about that. Leave the landline so they can still get the money and more service. Because business places, like radio station, and other places were selling this and that, they are depending on the landline when they close up too. You call them and you leave a message, and in the morning they say, prepare that order to go to XYZ.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't think about certain things, you know. But they ain't thinking about a lot of things that they should think about.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about, there's a story circulating that Coney Island. Yeah. Coney Island is going to be, they're supposed to be setting up for September. So we'll talk about that when we come out. Let's take a quick break. It's on 9:34. Here hanging out with my friend Kay. Always fun.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Pour me out some stones, ginger wine for me. You'll never feel alone. Original taste. Stone ginger wine will never fade away. The wine for me and the next generation.
A legacy lasts forever. The original ginger wine, established in 1740. Stone's ginger wine.
Pour me out some stones, ginger wine for me. The wine for me and the next generation.
Live your legacy responsibly with Stones.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high-five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties of life and live a little. I get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties ice cream, distributed by Rams Trading. Live a little.
And we are back. It's 9:36 now. It's September. We're heading into Independence season. We're going to be thinking about national pride and all that. So we are hearing, apparently yesterday the government announced the availability of various temporary job positions at a Coney Island amusement park, which has been imported to the island for staging throughout September and into the first week of October. So they said within 1 hour of the job notice being posted, over 200 people have already submitted their applications. So I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know, you probably weren't here yet. You remember those days when Coney Island used to come back?
I remember Coney Island from the BVI.
Oh, yeah. I mean, used to be fun. Small acts, yeah. I remember one time they were in, they used to be in Carnival Village sometimes. Man, I remember small acts up on the stage and Grandmasters. Grandmasters used to, let me tell you, Grandmasters used to run things. They used to be over in the corner there where they used to come very often.
But wasn't they up at the village school grounds at one time? I remember that.
Time. Yeah, that was the last time.
That's probably the absolute last time for real.
Yeah, that was the last time, I think. Yeah. And so I remember when they used to be up in the corner where the cricket academy is in Warner Park. Yeah, with Grandmasters and so used to. I remember that. No, it used to be sweet.
No, but since I saw it coming, somebody was like, where are they gonna put it? And I said they should put it over there, and it's heading right over there. So
where? Oh, where's it going? Under the lawn?
Valley Park, right there.
Yeah.
You mean in Frigate?
No, Valley Park. Valley Park isn't right there.
You mean
Collins Highway.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hi, caller.
Hi, caller.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Coney Island is welcome, but we got to be careful what they bring here. Because 1962, a Coney Island came from Trinidad, and they came on the weekend, and by the Monday afternoon, when we got home from school, a big crowd of people were down where they bring some of the animals to perform. That is on Buckley's Estate, where I live and born and raised. And when we got down there, we saw two big fine wire cage with two big snake in them. And one of them had young snake. And we said, well, why them bring them here and they know they're pregnant? Well, the next day, Mr. Bradshaw tell them, OPHQ, no Coney and no island. Get them thing out of here. And I don't know whether do we do the animal them because I know the amount of mangoes we got, we'll clean up them in hours. But there was no Coney Island. That was the last time I know Coney Island came here. And after that, then it's go away for me.
Wow, so
when they come, you know, the go-kart and the lawn to skate on wheels and all kind of thing, and the go around the thing what doesn't make people ball out more when you the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I went in there with a star used to be on TV. I forget what he named there. A sponge boy, but he was a star on TV. I never even know was he. And when the thing come round, my belly went down on the ground before I reach out. And when he went down, I said, stop, I want to come out. And I jump out, I went down on the seashore. and the rest was belly come up.
Oh, Lord.
Me? I ain't got to call on them thing there again, see? people laughing and kicking and I balling mud. Oh, let me get Kortensia don't go there.
No, I like stuff like that. I like trail rides and stuff.
Yeah, but don't go up on the Ferris wheel.
Looking forward to the cotton candy.
Okay, I won't go on the first wheel.
If you eat corn, people will see it and take it to dumpling.
So, you know, the amusement park food is fun though. I gotta say, the ice cream, the
Universal have this big turkey leg that they have. I tried it
once.
Yeah, that big
turkey leg. Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
You know, there's a chain in the States that Turkey Leg Hut. Yeah,
I tried it once when I used to eat turkey, but I developed a non-liking for turkey.
For turkey, okay.
Don't like it anymore. But I didn't finish that leg though; it was too big.
I mean,
but jump and Kortensia.
Yeah.
Hi.
You gotta be careful with the kind of flesh that you are eating. Anybody, because I've known an old man an ageable man. All my life I know he only had one teeth, and that is in front and the bottom jaw. One teeth. And anyhow you see he eat oxtail, beef or whatever, he still want a toothpick to pick out the
One, how could you have one teeth and still eat a toothpick? It's just habit, huh?
Apparently you see people with plenty teeth using them, so
you
want to say using toothpick
oh
too.
Boy.
You want teeth, so you be careful while you eat.
Yep.
If I gonna eat meat, make sure I got all of your teeth.
Indeed. But I don't eat meat like that though.
Solo with meat, you know.
I don't eat meat like that.
I certainly do.
I tell you, so I could tell you.
I certainly do. But I like my veggies too. I like my veggies. I love veggies.
Okay, then I'll
Okay.
listen on.
All right, great.
All right, you too.
So-
Jamster, what were you gonna say?
I'm surprised no one has weighed in on the Coney Island thing.
No.
It's kind of surprising.
Maybe they're not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But as we were discussing yesterday, we need to do something since it is leading up to our 41st independence about Know Your Island. And what was the place we were talking about?
Heldens.
Heldens.
I did
Folks, have you...
I
Go
did speak
ahead.
to Fidel. No, I spoke to Fidel. So
Okay.
we're going to try and have Mr. Cameron Gill.
Okay.
Professor Cameron Gill. And also, there was someone else he suggested that we could look at. Hazel Brooks.
Okay.
So folks, we're going to try and bring you some little history. Little history segments about you think it's Navy's history, especially some of the interest, a lot of the little known or lesser known historical tidbits.
Because I never knew. It's public knowledge. I'm not from here, but I never heard about that part
That's where Ramada is. Heldens. That's the area where Ramada is. The Ramada Hotel is, yeah. So she you remember she was telling us up there yesterday how they're down there in the bushes. They're actually abandoned houses because the people moved to other areas like Newton Ground and yeah.
So that means I need to
There's a lot of stuff we don't know about St. Kitts Nevis, trust me. A lot of really cool stuff. I mean, I remember I had John Francis. Actually, maybe I should invite back John. He would be a good person. Actually, yeah, I'm going to invite John. If you're listening, I'm going to invite you back.
Oh, so John too.
John knows a lot of stuff. He was on with me on Voices. I think it was early up this year or late last year. I was telling us a lot of stuff about the indigenous people. He was telling us a lot of the history about the indigenous, the Kalinago people that used to live here, and how after the British routed them, they basically expelled the survivors to Dominica.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Because the one lady that I always say looks like she's from that tribe that lives in Old Road. She's just the epitome of them. The face, the hair, everything.
I heard you talk about that before. Caller, go right ahead. Hello, caller. I just pressed. What's going on? Caller, go right ahead.
Hello.
Morning, guys.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Okay, I've been trying to call y'all for morning, but today was not my day to get in.
Oh, well, you got in.
But anyway, Jamsa was saying there's a lot of things we don't know about St. Kitts. It just brings me back to something I saw on Facebook, and me and my husband were laughing this morning. A guy was asking this Jamaican lady, what is their national flower? She said, national flower?
Excuse me.
He said, what is your national flower? She said, dumpling.
Oh, my God.
Are you serious? No, Cleo, come on now.
Oh, my God.
I am serious.
Cap.
They asked her, what is their national flower? She said, dumpling. The guy said,
Oh,
what?
my God.
Oh my God.
So I asked my husband, what is our national flower? They said, but we don't see a lot of the trees anymore, which is our flower, we call the cock and hen.
Yeah, the poinsettia. There's one on Greenlands. That one has been there forever, and I see they're planting some more. So some are coming up.
They need to plant them back. And our national bird. When last anybody see a booby?
But Cleo with this logic, right? You know our national flower would be bread, and our national bird would be chicken.
Jesus.
Right? Wouldn't
it?
Cleo, they're gonna get him.
I'm just playing.
Yes, I know he just playing. They're totally gonna get it. But when last anybody see a booby?
That's the brown pelican.
I think that's what we
Yeah,
call
boy,
it,
I
booby.
think the last time I was on my way to Nevis, but not in recent weeks, or maybe months.
National bird, but you don't see much of them either. Remember when I was growing up, there used to be a lot of them on the waterfront.
Yeah, on the Bay Road. Yeah.
Well, there used to be a lot of things you don't see now. I mean, we used to have a lot of rabbits. I remember.
I just I don't know,
Yeah, they used to be
development. Development to killing out a lot of with natural stuff.
We run away the people.
I don't even see fireflies now.
They don't even know about. Well, I remember the butterfly. Remember when going up here?
Butterfly.
I saw one 2 days ago. Actually a nice one, the orange and black. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I took it in because you're right. We don't see them.
You don't see them much anymore in St. Kitts.
You don't see
I enjoy the
fireflies?
sights. Yeah. No more firefly. St. Kitts had dragonflies. I don't remember seeing dragonflies.
Yeah, we used to have dragonflies, but
You
don't
know
see
what
those
I
anymore.
saw?
Small, we used to catch them in bottles and have them as light.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a lot of things now. Even earthworms, I don't even see plenty.
Oh, the earthworms there. Don't worry.
Oh, just have to dig it up. Oh, well, as you said, everything is disappearing.
We used to have iguanas too. I was told a long time ago. But they ate them off.
Oh boy.
Because they eat them.
Yeah,
They eat
people
them
said it tastes like chicken. It's a delicacy in Guyana. Cleo, you can't knock it till you try it.
They have to, yeah.
I'm not trying it.
Oh,
All the deers, we used to have a lot of deers too,
They're there still.
Yeah, them boys still hiding.
They're there still.
I see them far and in between.
They hide, people gonna eat them.
Yeah, them boys in the night. That's when they come down to get their waters. And if you're driving, you're like just have to hit their eyes and you'll see them, and then they'll run away.
So where do they get water from? I mean,
If the rainfall, when the rainfall falls, they stay up. But if they need, they have to come down to get the water.
I'm sure.
I mean, the thing is that we as humans, we take over everything. So it's like, I could tell you right now, just this week here where I live here in Connecticut, my husband said a bear in his cupboard walking through our backyard. Bear, where you going? And the thing is, my grandkids were just outside playing. And just as they left, the bear and his cub came to the yard. Can you imagine that if the kids was out there?
Wow.
And that's the first time that I know a bear come where I live.
Oh, or maybe as you said, maybe the first time you know of, maybe them boys walking through your backyard in the night.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Well, anyway, guys, have a good day.
You too. Thanks for always contributing.
Okay, I really thought we would have gotten more traction with the Coney Island thing.
Oh no, people
but Cleo did have a good comment. I'm surprised she didn't mention it. Yeah, she said, "Well, why wait till now? School is back on to bring the Coney Island. Why not when school was out so the kids could enjoy themselves better?" Yeah, I guess. And then when you consider the fact that that curfew that is going to be enforced now, where kids won't be able to be out after 10, but then. This is a good opportunity for the parent to go out with the kids. If they want the kids to go check this out, is to at least one of the parents with the kids to make sure.
And I think it's something too that they can do during the September holidays. I think they know what they're doing.
September holidays?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the days? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, Jamson. No, I'm not sending the kids back home with you. Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, because you said holidays.
No, I still forgot you meant like National Heroes Day and Independence.
Oh, somebody says all of them are still there, and this is in regards with the fireflies. Too much light pollution at night.
Yes.
And they thrive in large bushes areas. So the country and peninsula are the only places you'll see them frequently. Yeah, because as Cleo said,
that is true.
Development. So we cut down everything. So yeah. They say if you my voice is going If you go to Upper Shadwell, you should be able to see them.
Yeah, and I do see them sometimes. If I go jogging late, I would see them sometimes over in the Needsmans area over
Thank
there.
you for the contribution, person.
But actually, yeah, the person, I actually didn't even catch that. Yeah, the flower is the poinciana. The flower on the flamboyant tree is called the poinciana, which is different to the poinsettia, which is what the caller is saying.
See, they had the trees on the bayfront that were providing shades, and that's the one that the caller was saying that.
You know, I was told that. See, here's some nice history. I was told that Mr. Bradshaw brought the poinciana trees, the flamboyant trees from Trinidad. Yeah, and I was told that the baobab tree in the square, that he's the one that. I'm pretty sure that I was told that he was the one that got that from Africa somewhere. Don't remember which country. You know, because you know the big tree in the square, right? The baobab tree. You know the tree that has these long things that like looks like a monkey tail with a kiwi fruit on the end. That's the only way I can describe it. The big with the huge trunk. You know the tree with the trunk.
Not the shack, not the one with the straight fruit. Not that.
Yeah, that. But it's not shack.
Oh, it's not shack.
No, it's the baobab. It's
the shack
African
is it's
flat. It's a flat thing. Yeah,
that was on the first music festival emblem.
That one looks like a kiwi fruit attached to a monkey tail. That's what the fruit looks like.
But I never seen it with the fruit.
That's the best description
why I'm
I could
looking
come
lost
up with.
here. I only know the long.
The long thing.
But
a long. You mean
the
a long
end?
like a tail with a round thing at the end?
No, that's the thing.
Oh no, So the baobab tree is that tree. You know when you walk in the square from by the bank, by the entrance by the bank, it's right on the right.
Where the benches are now?
Yeah, that big tree with the huge
I'll
trunk.
check it out. No, I thought you meant I never seen the tail.
Yeah,
I know there was this red flower that looks like a cat tail. We used to stick it in our pants and say as kids and say we have tails.
A cat tail. Oh, you mean
the
fluffy thing?
Red flower. Yeah.
Is it foxtail? It's called.
Yeah. I don't know if it's called foxtail, but we used to put it in and say we have a tail. Yeah.
So I was told Mr. Bradshaw got that was a donation from. Oh, he brought it back from maybe Ghana or somewhere. I don't remember where, but because it's an American tree, and apparently those fruits that grow on them, apparently they can be eaten, because the Africans apparently use them for medicinal purposes as well. I don't remember exactly what I have to look it up, but that's a lot of the cool stuff that you pick up along the way, and then when you hear the old historians, it's like when Fidel's mom was alive, and she would come on and we would learn so much stuff. I mean, she said that she was talking about the fact that the British documented everything. So there's a lot of huge stuff and minutiae that you would find out just from reading the records, and you get a very good picture of what went on and so on. And it's always cool when you find out all these little things that you didn't know about. Okay.
Yeah. And I remember this. Look, we got a little history right here. The poinsettia is named after a governor of St. Kitts who resided up at Fountain Estate.
Poinciana. You said poinsettia again.
Oh gosh, what am I saying? No, I'm thinking about the flower. The poinciana, is named after a governor of St. Kitts who resided up at Fountain Estate in St. Peter's. His name was De Ponce, and he was a botanist. He was also a Knight of Malta.
Yeah. And another cool thing I was told, you know about the actors, right? These acrobats.
The guys from up there too?
Yeah, I was told that tradition came from his...
the same De Ponce?
Yeah, apparently the enslaved, I don't like to say slave, the enslaved used to perform for him and do stuff like that. That's what I was told. And then that's how that came down to them doing these acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
When we have what do they call them again? What do they call it again? You know, when they're doing the street activities, when they do their performances during Carnival.
Yeah, with the spike.
Yeah, with the pitchfork thing and all that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of a joke. When the guy had said he didn't remember what the tool was, and he went to England, and he didn't remember what the tool was, but then he walked closer to have a closer view at the tool, and the handle of the tool hit him in his face, and he said, "Oh my gosh, Dad, the hoe just hit me in my face." but he pretended he didn't remember it was a hoe. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get it. It's a good one. Caller, go right ahead. We got 4 minutes left. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. Good morning, Connecticut. Hello.
Hey,
hi, we're listening to you.
Yeah. We still have boobies here, but if you look in the book, you will what we call the booby them. They call, and the little white one. What does always beg the big pelican half when he dip down in the water. Those are the booby. And when you see the booby them in the daytime when the sun rise, the booby them flock around wheresoever the fishermen them come in and pull up the fish. Because they does depend on the cleaning of the fish to eat them. And a lot does be down in front of the public market when those guys clean the fish for people. And I'll tell you something too. If you see out in the seawater and you lost direction and you see booby passing over, them big same pelican, what we call booby, see them passing, just follow the direction where they're going and they're going to lead you to a land. So they're very useful. And something else again, booby, most of them same big booby that die from starvation.
Oh.
Because I was told by a senior captain of a ship, a boat in St. John, that when them big booby dip down in the sea for a fish, the force that they hit the water, the impact, it does damage the retina of the eye.
Oh.
So constantly they dip down, and the worse the retina would get.
Oh boy. And
when it gets so bad and they reach home and the roost, and they can't see, they can't move from there and go back when they need to see.
Oh.
So they stay all day and you hear them croak, 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 croak.
No,
so those that can see when they go, they don't bring back anything and feed them who are blind. So they stay there and they starve because they cannot go and fish for themselves. So that's the knowledge I get from the captain, the old captain of the ferry in St. John. But we still have booby. And a lady went in for Carnival Queen and asked her, what is her best dish? She said, pirate.
Culture, you got jokes. You got jokes. But she's right. Maybe that's her favorite dish.
Culture behave.
Culture English funny, because dish, yeah.
It is funny because look at it. We go up here in the older people them saying the Our Father prayers. And if you have to listen good and listen to other people, hear them. Oh Father, who shot in heaven.
Shot? Okay.
Which art in heaven.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a word shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who shot in heaven. Hallowed eat thy name.
Yeah, we used to say, hallowed be thy name. Yeah, for real, I think we said a lot of things wrong growing up. And then as we get older, we differentiated from what was wrong.
I remember when I was a kid. It's funny when you're a kid how you associate one thing with another because of how it sounds. Like there was this guy named Caldwell, right? And whenever I heard his name, I thought of cobwebs.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, oh. No, serious. So like when I see him, I would say cobweb.
Oh, gosh.
You know that kind of thing?
Yeah, well.
When I was going to school, a man there hear Thorwald singing a song. And here he, 1963.
Because it's 96 degrees in the shade.
Oh, yes.
Culture,
yes,
you have
yes,
jams
yes,
looking
yes,
like, what?
Oh, yeah, I get it now.
Listen, we sing a lot of wrong
1963.
things. Thank God there's
I
lyrics
imagine
now, so we know how to sing the correct thing.
I could imagine how many times that happened to them and they probably just roll their eyes.
Yeah.
And Miriam Makeba too. When she sing this song, Amaya, something like that, Amaya, the man turn on and singing his song, he's saying, Apupamaya.
Oh boy.
No behavior culture. Okay, we gotta leave it there. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a great
You
day.
too.
Okay, so I'm gonna We're gonna hook up again tomorrow, right?
Yeah, same place,
Okay.
same time. Thank you to our
On Island Tea.
listeners. Skeeter Mills, have a great day.
And all the listeners,
Yeah.
glad you could join us, and hope you guys have a great day. And we will be back tomorrow for more Island Tea.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow there's going to be a very special edition of Only Good News tomorrow night on Win FM with Enoite Inanga
Okay.
at 8 o'clock. It's a 1-hour program, so just letting the people know. So tomorrow night, I want to mention it again tomorrow, but just letting you guys know that he's doing a very special one-off episode tomorrow of Only Good News. Yeah.
Oh, and tonight is a big cricket match. The Patriots and the
Yes.
Amazon Warriors.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
Wednesday
it's gonna
night.
be a big
yeah,
one. Yeah.
Wednesday night. Yeah. Okay.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Live commentary tomorrow.
So all of the Guyanese people are coming down from Nevis. From
Maybe
what
so. We will know
what I've been
tomorrow.
told. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye bye.
Oh, we might have Thing join us tomorrow. I spoke to him about it. Jermaine, to give us some kind of color commentary about the cricket and so on.
Oh, that'll be
tomorrow morning.
cute.
Yeah. Okay.
So Jamsi, you have to go and read your book because me and Jermaine will be in your skin.
What book?
On cricket.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing my voice.
Yeah,
On
you
cricket,
guys.
So you could, you could be versed like
come
us.
with y'all rocket science.
It's not. It's
That's
quite
how it
easy.
sounds when people
Quite
talk about
easy.
cricket. It sounds like mechanics or something
boy.
like biomechanics and rocket science. I'm
Folks,
like,
go
what
out
are
and
these-
support. Let's have the biggest crowd tonight. The biggest crowd ever. 2 Giants are playing. We
Yeah.
got to go support them.
Go Patriots.
To the Amazon Warriors, I say good luck. Have a great day,
See
all.
ya.